Hello. Here's a candle. We had a birthday last weekend, and happy birthday to anybody who's having a birthday out there. We are reading Genesis Sketchbook by Jill Mockingbird. You can get it on Amazon, and I'm trying to read a little bit of the Old Testament and a little bit of the New Testament for Lent. So here we go. Genesis 18:24. Abraham came near and said, "Suppose there were 50 righteous people within the city. Would you also destroy the place and not spare it for the 50 that were in it? Would you destroy the city for 50 righteous people?" So Abraham is talking with God. The angel of the Lord is going to go and destroy Sodom. So Abraham has a nephew in Sodom, and he's just talking to God about sparing Sodom. The Lord said, "If I find 50 righteous people in the city of Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake." Sodom spared for 50 righteous people. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and on and on and on. Then Abraham spoke up again. "Now that I have been so bold and courageous as to speak to the Lord, though I am nothing but dust and ashes, what if the number of the righteous is 5 less than 50? Will you destroy the whole city for the lack of 5 people?" So Abraham is humble and says, "I am dust and ashes. Would you destroy Sodom for 50, take away 5 people, 45 people?" God answers, "If I find 45 there," he said, "I will not destroy it." Once again he spoke to him. "What if only 40 are found there?" He said, "For the sake of 40, I will not do it." "What if only 30 are found there?" "I will not do it if I find 30 there." So he's not going to destroy Sodom if there are righteous people there. "What if only 20 can be found there?" He said, "For the sake of 20, I will not destroy it." Then he said, "May the Lord not be angry, but let me just speak once more. What if only 10 can be found there?" This is on page 56. "Don't be angry, Lord. For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." So are there 10 righteous people in Sodom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is a dialogue between God and Abraham. And Sodom, the city, is so sinful and evil. God wants to destroy the city. So Abraham's trying to talk to him and say, "Hey, well, for 50 people, will you destroy the city? Righteous people." And God says, "If I find 50 people, I won't destroy it. I will spare it." Will you do it for 45 people? And Abraham's really humble and says, "Oh, I'm dust and ashes. I'm just dirt. Would you save it for 45 people?" And God says, there are 45 people, I won't destroy it." "What if only 40 are found?" "For the sake of 40, I will not destroy it." 30? "I will not do it if I find 30 there." "What if 20? He said, "For the sake of 20, I will not destroy it." "And don't be angry, God, but for 10 people, would you destroy it?" "For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." So page 57. "If 50 righteous were in the city, would you destroy it?" "No." 45 righteous? No. 40 righteous? No. 30? No. 20? No. 10? No. Abraham is talking with the Lord, and the Lord left. And Abraham went home. When the Lord had finished speaking with Abraham, he left, and Abraham went home. So let's look at the pictures. This is page 57. If anybody needs Genesis Sketchbook, just message me or let me know somehow. I need to publish my email address or something. So Abraham says, "For 50 people would you destroy Sodom? 45? No. 30? No. 20? No. 10? No." So are there 10 people, righteous people in Sodom? Abraham went home, and the Lord left. Dialoguing with the Lord. So this is page 58, Genesis 19. Now the two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground, and he said, "Here now, my lords, please turn into your servant's house and spend the night, and wash your feet. Then you may rise early and go on your way." So he's very hospitable, like Abraham was to the angels. So Lot bows down and, "Please come and stay with me." "No, thank you, and he says, "Oh, all right." So Lot stands up. Lot rises. He's at the gate of Sodom. "Come to my house, wash your feet, and then you can leave early." So I guess they said, "Okay." I need to write okay there. Okay, so up here I think the angels are saying, "No, thank you." And then finally Lot talks them into it, and they say, "Oh, all right." Before they had gone to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded the house. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." Genesis 19, 4 through 10. So before they had all gone to bed, there were men outside the house saying, "Come and bring out the men for us to sleep with." And Abraham says no. So let's just move on to page 59. Well, okay, we'll do the pictures one more time. So Lot rises. Okay, what happens? Now 2 angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face to the ground, towards the ground. And he said, "Here now, please come to my house. Come to my house, wash your feet, spend the night, and then you may leave early and go on your way." So I think they said, "No, thank you." And then they said, "Oh, all right." So before they'd gone to bed, men from all parts of the city, young and old, surrounded the house and wanted to sleep with the angels. Terrible. Page 59, Genesis 19:6. So Lot went out to them through the doorway, shut the door behind him, and said, "Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. See now, I have 2 daughters who have not known a man. Please let me bring them out to you." So there's the 2 daughters. Hey, wait. Lot closes the door and says, "Don't do this. Take my daughters instead." But the angel struck the men with blindness, both small and great, so they became weary trying to find the door. Where's the door? They have blindness. They can't see. Then the man said to Lot, "Have you anyone else here?" I think they're going to leave. "Take them out of this place, for we will destroy this place." So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who had married his daughters. I should say, where's my pen? Daughters, plural, with an S. And said, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city." Lot says, but to his sons-in-law he seemed to be joking. So his son-in-law and daughters were sleeping, probably in the same bed. They're separated in this picture, and they thought he was joking. "You're kidding. Ha ha ha." I don't know about that. So let's look at the pictures. So these men are trying to get in and sleep with the angels. And Lot says, no, I have 2 daughters here. Please don't do this. But they kept trying to get in, and the angels struck him with blindness, and they couldn't find the door. Where's the door? Then the men said to Lot, so they were men of God, angels, "Do you have anybody else here? Take them out, for we'll destroy this place." So Lot says, "Okay." So he goes to his family and says, get up, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city." the sleeping daughters and sons-in-law. And they say, you're kidding, right? So page 60, and at dawn, the sun is coming up. We must go. Come on, Lot. So Lot's wife and daughters, daughter 1 and daughter 2, leave. And while he lingered, the men took hold of his hand, his wife's hand, and the hand of his 2 daughters, and they brought him out and set him outside the city. So he lingered. I don't think he wanted to go. So the angels, the men of God, took their hands, Lot's wife's hand, Lot's hand, and the 2 daughters, and said, we must go. Come on, Lot. So it came to pass, when they had brought them outside, that he said, escape for your life. Do not look behind you. There's the angel, or man of God. But his wife, Lot's wife, looked behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. You weren't supposed to look behind you. Do not look behind you. And what does she do? She looks behind her. Then the Lord, I think this happened before, then the Lord rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. So this happened, and then Lot's wife turned around and turned into salt. Then he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and he saw, and behold, the smoke of the land, which went up like the smoke of a furnace. Genesis 19:28, 60, page 60. So I think that's, then he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah. I think that was Lot looked. And I should draw a little picture of Lot looking. I guess he didn't turn into salt. So let's do this one more time. It's dawn. The angel of the Lord, the men of God, grab the hands of the 2 daughters and Lot's wife and Lot, and they take off and say, we must go. Come on. And the angel says, escape. When they went outside, they said, escape for your life. Do not look behind you. But Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. Wait. Okay. Somehow I need to change this. Escape for your life. Do not look behind you. Then the Lord rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. And then Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt because she looked behind her. And then he looked towards Sodom, and he saw, and behold, the smoke of the land, which went up like the smoke of a furnace. So Sodom was destroyed. I don't know if that was Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah, yeah. And I will look up who looked behind him. I think it was Lot, Abraham's nephew. Okay, have a good evening. Pretty intense stuff. Tomorrow we'll talk about Lot and his daughters. Oh my.